In the meantime, a big development here in the state of Florida. Disney has decided that they have had enough of Mr. Sanctimonious.
I want everybody to picture this in your head, right? So it almost feels like, so Mickey Mouse, this is how ludicrous this is. Mickey Mouse is suing Ron DeSantis. Now, my thoughts will be how entertaining this is going to be when they call Mickey to testify. The whole thing.
I just want everybody to understand that I really think that these kids come to Disney to have a good time, and they don't like it when Ron DeSantis goes on TV and says that Disney is grooming children. We are educating children.
I just think it's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Talk about that. Talk about the Disney DeSantis thing.
All right. So here's the article from CNBC. This has been, as most of you who have followed our show, our belief is that Governor DeSantis does these things because he's trying to create a base of support that can rival Donald Trump as the judge, jury, and executioner of all things, leadership, politics, etc. So Disney sues Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, alleges political effort to hurt its business. I don't think there is any doubt that Governor DeSantis is trying to hurt Disney's business. Walt Disney sues Governor Ron DeSantis, alleging the governor has waged a relentless campaign to weaponize government power over the company. The suit dramatically escalates the feud between DeSantis, who is expected to become a top GOP contender in 2024. The lawsuit was filed the same day that DeSantis-backed board moved to undo a development deal that says Disney struck to thwart its power. And so there you go, Jen. What does it always come down to? What is it? It doesn't matter how much hot air you blow. It matters, do you get in the way of corporate special interest money? And DeSantis decided to get in their way, and now they're saying, all right, now you're really going to see what we're all about.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I never saw this as like a good guy, bad guy thing. Let's be clear, but two things can be true. I always say that. Disney is not a good company. They're not good to their employees. They're not a good corporation. I mean, they're just not. They are all about the bottom line, period, end of story. They do every decision they make is about profit, and they will rip off everybody. And, they don't care. They'd have child labor if they could get away with it there. So this isn't about them and anything, but I just think it's ridiculous that DeSantis decided to get in a pissing match with basically the largest tourist attraction in our state.
The largest tourist attraction in the U.S. and possibly the world. The fight began last year.
Crazy. Yeah.
The fight began last year when Disney came out against a Florida bill limiting classroom discussion of sexual orientation or gender identity, dubbed the Don't Say Gay bill by critics. Soon after, the governor and his allies targeted the special tax district that has allowed Disney to essentially self-govern its Florida operations since the 1960s. So let's be honest. There's no good guys here. That's the thing that so many people, thank you, Double K. There are so many people that really have they want good guys and bad guys. They want teams. That's why the two-party system sucks. Yeah. But this is something where the lawsuit called that action the latest strike, saying the development contracts laid the foundation for billions of Disney's investment dollars and thousands of jobs. The company noted its plans to invest $17 billion in Walt Disney World over the next decade, yielding an estimated 13,000 new jobs on top of its more than 75,000 current cast members.
Wait. Can I please enter the fact that they don't care that their cast members sometimes live out of cars because they can't afford to live because they don't pay?
We're not here to talk about the bad things about Disney.
What I'm saying is that when you say you're adding jobs, you should also say asterisk, they're shitty ass jobs.
Are they living wage jobs? Well, if they're not, then who cares?
No. No, they're not. So there you go.
Yeah, it's a reflection of your company. But as we know, labor has been completely decimated in this state. In a response, DeSantis' office suggests the fight hinged on Disney's special tax and governance privileges, not political retaliation.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any argument here. What big dumb animal coming in hot like always.
Yeah, no, if it weren't retaliation, then it would have happened a lot sooner.
I think it really comes down to how far does he think they can take this case. Disney's lawsuit, however, argued that this is a clear case of retaliation, as this court is ever likely to see. I don't think, like I said, I have no love for either one, whether it is the governor or megaopoly Walt Disney World. Is this political retaliation? I think it's as clear as day that that's what it was. I think that he's been trying to muscle everybody since he's been able to gain the governorship of the state. And eventually he was going to press the wrong button if in some way, shape, or form it hurt their bottom line. And so as it turns out, he did hurt their bottom line. And so now we'll see how far they're willing to take this fight. And the last thing I'll mention before we bring in our wonderful friend is I still think Governor DeSantis's run for the presidency hinges on whether or not he is able to get the GOP House and Senate in Tallahassee to pass, I guess would be an amendment for him to continue running for president and remain governor at the same time. That's going to be key. If he cannot remain governor, I wonder if he actually would go through with it.
Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.